boiler mounting accessories. The first one is a air preheater. These are the images of air preheater. Flue gas enter into the inlet wall. The air mixed inside as hooper. This is a chimney, hot air outlet. The function of the air preheater increasing the temperature of air before enter the furnace. It is generally placed after the economizer. The problem definitions, the more pressure produced in the boiler gases, the heat losses and fuel losses. In this industries, two type of boiler mostly utilized for producing the steams: thermopack and steam boiler. The thermopack is a oil fire boiler to making a steam from a water. Other boiler generally produce the steams using by coal is known as a coal fired boiler. The complex processor industrial different process are taking place in the industries along with the boiler for which we have defined the problem. During our visits to the industry and discussion with the boiler operator about the problem regarding heat recovery and saving of the fuel, we come to know that they are producing the more pressure of the steam required for the process, which finally loss of heat and fuel. We explain the same analysis for the pressure of them. Agree with our analysis which gives the boost to solve their problems. The more pressure of a steam producing a loss of cost of the industries, which can be saved, and finally per year it come to a lot of energy saving and cost saving to this industries. We success to explain the same to the industry management. They agree to adopt our solution mentioned in the following topics. Solutions of the problems: reduce the heat loss of boiler. Boiler are generally used by the many manufacturers to provide the steam and hot of water process via heat exchanger directly into the product. The cleaning purpose boiler are a large amount of water and the energy, so the efficient operations can provide the significant saving of an efficient use of water in the boiler leads a reduction in energy and vice versa. In this fact, the sheet provide a large list of opportunity to assist the manufacturer in more efficient generation of the boiler. These are the boiler accessories, boilers, the function of boilers. Radiators, oxygen scavenger, economizer. Fifth one is a heat exchanger, condensate receiver, condensate treatment, the blow down, the feed water into the pump, the reactor reacting, the exiting someone after condensate received and sent to the reactor through the condensate reservoir. The oxygen scavenger send the oxygens to the reactors. After reactor process is again sent to the feed water to the pump, boiler internal treatment. Then it enter into the economizers through feed pump and finally enter into the boilers. The boilers converted to the steam and the heat exchangers removing the heat. Then finally the process is condensate. The feed water held in the desiccator's tank help to remove dissolved the oxygen is then treated prior entering the boiler. There are the two types of boiler, water tube and fire tube. The water tube boiler heat water into the tube and hot combustion gases are contained in the spaces around the tubes. The fire tube boiler on the other hand have hot combustion gases contained inside the tubes and the water circulated around these economises. Preheats of feeding use flue gases from the boiler chimney. The water is heated into boiler. The fourth one is to produce the hot water and the steam that can be used directly in the process into the heat exchanger. The heat exchanger transfers the heat from the circulating boiler water into the another media such as the product indirect process uses. Any condensate steam that has condensed, it is captures and returned to the decreases for reuse. So because of the build up condenses that air circulating the water can causes the biological growth, corrosions and scale portions of the circulating water blow down.